Today's video is all about Cricut. You may have heard that word, you may even have a machine. Today we are talking about what exactly this machine is and everything that it can do. So if that's what you need to hear, stick around. I've got all the information coming right up. Hey there, I'm Sarah. You are watching Creative Ramblings, where I share simple, inspiring projects. Here you're gonna find tutorials ranging from simple crafts, Cricut tutorials, and seasonal home decor. If that sounds like the kind of video that you like to watch, consider subscribing so you don't miss my next video. Today we are gonna answer the question, what is Cricut and what can it do? You may have a machine just like this at home. Maybe it's still in the box. Maybe you're still considering getting one. I want to walk you through what exactly this machine is and why it's so valuable to have in your craft room. So a Cricut is a cutting machine, plain and simple. If you are a crafter and you like to cut out embellishments or labels or different small things out of materials and you cut them by hand or with a traditional die cut machine, your Cricut can replace that. It can electronically cut just about anything from a wide variety of materials. There are currently 3 Cricut machines on the market. There is the Cricut Explore Air 2, which I have right here. There's a smaller version called the Joy, and there's another version called the Maker. Today's video, we're gonna use the Explore Air 2 for all of the demonstrations. So I've got just a sampling here of some of the things I've made using my Cricut. This right here, this welcome to our home on this fabric wreath, was cut out using something called iron-on vinyl. This heart mug over here is cut out using regular vinyl. I've made cards, intricate cut out butterflies and fairies. I even made this pillow graphic. So there's a lot you can do with your Cricut. So let's start with the basics. You get this machine out of the box. How exactly does it work? So what you're gonna need is a computer, a PC, a Mac, or a tablet or a phone. The software that comes with your Cricut is called Design Space, and it's gonna work on any one of those platforms. Today I've got Design Space pulled up on my phone, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly how this works. So when you get your Cricut, you're gonna get a few things with it. You're gonna have this machine right here, and you're gonna need a mat to go with it. This is where we load our material. A really helpful tool is a weeding tool. I'm gonna show you how to use this one. And then we're gonna turn this on here, and I'm gonna hit the open button, and our machine's gonna open up. It has 2 little cartridges right here, but it's going to come with a blade. This blade is going to cut all of your materials. We'll leave that right in there. So there is a power cord on the back of this. I just have it plugged into the wall. And there is another USB cord that you can use to plug this into your computer. It also comes equipped with Bluetooth, so you can hook it right up to your phone. So once you've installed Design Space, which is the software that comes with Cricut, you're gonna have it up on your phone like this. So we're gonna connect our machine. It's as simple as setting up our machine, choosing which Cricut we're using, and go ahead and connect it. So now that I'm here in Design Space, you can see that there are all kinds of projects just ready for you to create. No designing involved. You just click on that project and hit Make It. I'm gonna go up here to my canvas, and I am gonna make my own project. So I'm gonna select an image. There are images that you can purchase. There are images that come with Design Space that you can use. Lots of sources out there for you. So I am gonna search for a flower, and we're gonna cut out a flower to show you how this works. So I've got this flower right here. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it into Design Space. And now we're ready to prep our mat to go ahead and cut it. All I'm gonna do right down here is click Make It. Once you've got your design ready in Design Space, it's time to load up this mat. This mat has a sticky surface to it that'll stay sticky for a very long time, so you can put your material right on this mat. This mat is necessary to cut anything with your Cricut. So I've got a piece of gray cardstock here, and I'm just gonna line it up. There are grid lines on this mat that show you exactly where to put it. Lightly push it down and our mat's ready to go. Now over here on the machine, we're gonna adjust this dial. Depending on what material you're using, you're gonna adjust the dial accordingly. We're using cardstock, so I'm gonna make sure it's turned to cardstock. There's also fabric, poster board, iron-on, vinyl, whatever you are using. So we've got it adjusted there. Now back over on my phone, I have the design all ready to go. I'm just gonna hit continue and make sure my machine's connected. And then Design Space and the machine are gonna walk me through everything. There's not a whole lot to do here for you. So I know I have it set to cardstock. It tells me to load my blade. And remember, that blade's already loaded. You just leave it right in there. Then we're ready to go. So once I hit that step on my phone, I see this arrow button that's flashing right here. That means it's time to load my mat. So I just gently push it in here and hit that button. And it's gonna load it right up for me. And now the little Cricut button is flashing. That means the machine's ready to cut. I'm gonna hit that button and let it do its thing. Now that the cut is done, the little arrow is gonna flash again. I'm gonna push that and I can pull my mat right out. So once you've cut your product, now it's time to take it off the mat. And since this is a sticky mat, you don't wanna just pull it off. What I find best is if you flip it over and slowly peel off your product. And there we go, we're left with the outline of a flower. Now you can also cut a backing for this. So in this design that I chose here in Design Space, it's telling me I have something left to load. So now I'm gonna do the same thing for a colored background for this piece of paper. I'm gonna load up another sheet of paper and repeat that process again. So here I've got these two pieces of this cute flower that I can just glue together. So creating this simple layered flower out of cardstock using our Cricut was a really easy and straightforward process. You're gonna use the Design Space software to pull up an image or design your own, and then let your machine and the software guide you, tell you exactly what to do, what buttons to push, and you're gonna have a cute project in the end. You can use this as an embellishment for a sign or a greeting card or just about anything. Let me show you some of the other materials that you can cut with a Cricut. Here are a few of my favorite materials to cut with my Cricut and use for crafting. This is just a sampling of some of the iron-on vinyl that I have. Iron-on can be cut out using that same process we did with the Cricut and be ironed on to clothing or fabric. So you can create shirts, you can create a fabric wreath, you could do a cosmetic case, all kinds of different things. If it's fabric, you can probably iron on this to it. Another way to embellish fabric is by using infusible ink. I made this great pillow using infusible ink and one of Cricut's blanks. I've also made these adorable coasters. You can put infusible ink on all kinds of Cricut blanks, including coasters, wine bags, pillowcases, shirts, and more. Then one of the most versatile things that you can cut with your Cricut is vinyl. I've got just a few here. This is some patterned and some beautiful light colored vinyl here. I've also got all kinds of vinyl up behind me there. That's how often I use it. Vinyl is great for embellishing tumblers, coffee mugs, wood signs, and anything that you want to permanently stick vinyl to. The cutting process is the same that we used for this easy cardstock flower right here. All you do is cut the size of your vinyl, load it up on your mat, adjust your dial accordingly, load it in, and cut it out. It's that simple. If you want to learn more about how to cut vinyl or any of these other products, be sure to check out my other Cricut videos down in the description. I go into detail on each one of these materials. I even show you how to cut stencils with your vinyl so you can paint those wood signs. A Cricut machine can cut a wide variety of materials. If you're new to crafting, or if you're a seasoned crafter, this is going to make your creative process easier and a lot more fun. You're able to cut anything you can imagine. Use Design Space to put your project together and then let Cricut do the heavy lifting for you and cut out your project. It's really gonna up your craft game. So if you have a Cricut at home, open it up, use these tips to get started with your craft projects. If you don't have one, head down to the description down below. I've got a bundle link down there that you're gonna love. It's gonna come with everything you need to get started creating with Cricut. Be sure to check out my other Cricut videos if you have more specific questions that are gonna walk you through how to cut vinyl, how to use iron-on, and infusible ink. You can also find videos down there about the other machines that Cricut carries. If there's a question I did not answer, be sure to let me know down in the comments and I will do my best to answer, maybe even make another video for you. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss my next simple, inspiring project. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.